Added 3/4 inch.
Oh gosh. Are you okay?
Yeah. Did you just break my camper?
It's just superficial rot. So
Yeah, it was just superficial. Then don't worry about it.
You got a match?
You can burn the whole thing down.
You said it.
Look at that. Mini. I'm thinking when we take the top skin off, this whole thing's just gonna fall apart. This could get exciting. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're working through a renovation of a 1956 Calcraft. We spent the last year doing a renovation on a 1968 Playmore Model 140, and if you go to our YouTube page, you can click on Watch From Beginning and see that whole process. This will be a similar process, but we're going to do a few things a little differently with this one. So in last week's video, I thought we would be rebuilding these walls before we took everything apart so we could keep this as a reference. Upon further reflection, we've decided that we're just going to tear it down to the frame, start from scratch basically. And the reason for that is because you kind of need some key areas to measure off of, and one of those key areas is you need to know the length of what I call your bottom plate, which is just the sort of the base row of your wall. And on a lot of these old campers, your corners have rotten out, so you don't really know what that base length is, but you can kind of get it from the frame below it, because that's all the longer it can be. So I kind of feel like I need to take it apart a little further to get some of those other measurements so that I really can build the two walls back and have them be the same size and match one another. And that's not so critical on this one that I don't have it exactly like the original, because we are replacing the skin on this one, and the skin's just going to be cut to fit the new camper. I don't think I've mentioned it yet. We did have a question for a while about whether we should do a serving trailer or a photo booth or just turn this back into a camper, and by overwhelming demand, turning back into a camper was the #1 suggestion by like a margin of like 20-1. So we will be turning this one back into a camper, and it's not going to be a restoration. We are going to make some changes to it. My father-in-law Dave is going to come by and help me with some of the demolition on this, because demolition is always fun and better with an extra set of hands. I don't know that we're going to get it all apart today, but I'm going to start by taking out some of the cabinets, and hopefully the whole thing doesn't collapse around me, but if it does, it'll be easier to take apart. So anyway, I'm going to get in there, start cleaning stuff out, and I'm just going to store the old cabinets and appliances in our shed and worry about them later. Goodies already. Got these nice dominoes. It's not a complete set, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. This is a real money right here. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, this is probably worth more than a whole camper. Decorative Christmas ornament thing. Hang on to that. The appliances I pulled out, I'm not going to reuse the stove. It is in bad shape. Very rusted on the inside. It's beyond my skill level to do anything with it. So if you're looking for some parts off one of those, hit me up. I might be willing to send it out your way. Probably not going to reuse the icebox. I think there's, you know, better options for a contemporary camper. So anyway, if you want an old nasty icebox, I suppose I have one of those I could send you as well. What was for dinner? Looks like we're gonna have some beefaroni tonight. Oh, gross! It's been opened. Look at that. Mini beef ravioli. Best if used by 5/8 of 2018. So.
Are you hearing my words I'm saying to you? 'Cause I'm looking in your eyes, you're looking past mine, but I'm just trying to break this cycle.
Alright, anybody want a 2x4? You gonna autograph it?
Why are you staring at the door like I'm in the way? If you're leaving, that's fine, but don't forget your pride, 'cause I'm just trying to break the cycle. Are you?
Alright, well, 3/4 inch.
Oh gosh. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are
Oh,
you
that'd be
serious?
okay.
Did you just break my camper?
No. Just this little piece. It's just superficial rot.
Yeah, it's
You
just
don't have to worry about
superficial.
that. You got a match?
You can burn the whole thing down.
You said it.
If you wanna go, I'll stay. I'll stay away. If you wanna go, I'll stay. I'll stay away.
At least 5 o'clock.
Okay, so we're back at it again. Gotta take this window out. Gotta take the back window out. And then I think we're gonna take the roof skin off. And hopefully it doesn't just go boop, but it might. It might. And if it does, well, then I guess our job is made easier.
Oh, it's gonna fall over. Fall over gets my vote.
I sort of had hoped some of that framing would stay with the camper when we took the skin off, but I'll just measure it laying out here. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna get to the back window now.
It's past time, won't help me getting over it. I'm done looking over my shoulder. It's past time, won't help me getting over it.
I knew there was a possibility of breaking that.
I don't know what I'm bringing in closer. Yeah, I'm looking ahead, looking out for someone like you.
So, since both front end and back end just kind of fell off and all the joists fell off with it, in order to figure out the spacing on those, I had to do a little detective work. So we were able to lay out the skin from the front and the back and kind of see some areas where it had rubbed up against those joists and left some dirt, so we could kind of use that to figure out those spacing and positioning on where the joists went. So we've got those laid out now, so I can take measurements off of those for the front and rear and get those at least approximately back where they need to be. I'm thinking when we take the top skin off, this whole thing's just going to fall apart. So this could get exciting. Okay, so we just took the time to put cross braces through the camper to keep the walls from dropping down and falling all apart when we take the top off, which is what we're going to do now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay, well, I've made all my measurements, the skin's all off, and that's where we're gonna end it for right now. I'd hoped to have it all torn down to pieces, but gotta get the measurements right or you're gonna be in trouble, so it's not really something you want to 100% rush. But you know, you work between the weather when you can, and you know, sometimes the weather puts it into it. Alright, so that's gonna end it for this week. Thanks for watching, and new videos come out every Sunday, so make sure and like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.